Hey guys, Braden here once again with another review, and today we are taking a look at the Wild Republic Dinosaur 4-pack Part 2. There are two of these, and I don't have the first part, so we are only going to be reviewing the second part. Now, Wild Republic is a company, I don't know if they are still around, but they make plushies, animal figures, and they made these things called Polybags, which contain small figures. They had two Dinosaur Polybags. The first contained a Tyrannosaurus, a Stegosaurus, a Pteranodon, and a Baryonyx. This pack contains a Triceratops, an Iguanodon, a Diplodocus, and let's see what Dromaeosaur, probably Velociraptor, yeah, Velociraptor, a Velociraptor. Now, I was interested in getting these polybags for a while just to see how the figures in them held up, but I could never find the second one. I could always find the first one easy enough, but I could never find the second one. Luckily, this estate sale ad had all four of the figures, and they're all in relatively good condition, with one exception. One of these four is in... Most all of these are in near out-of-box condition. Not this guy. Now, from this side, he doesn't look too bad. Flip him around, and oh, geez. He has had some major paint wear on this side. I'm not sure who caused that, or who owned this figure before, but I feel, sorry for whoever... Yeah, I don't know. This figure has a lot of paint wear on it, from whoever owned it before. And these figures are all from 2004, so these figures are relatively old. The figure's not bad looking, though. This is actually a nice looking Triceratops. I do like the blue. You don't see a whole lot of blue Triceratops. At least I don't feel like I have. The patterning on the frill is interesting. Usually you just see like the eye spots filled in, but instead you get this weird like wishbone shaped thing. Which is definitely interesting. But overall, I would really like this figure a lot more, I think, if I had like a fresh copy, but I'm not going to be able to get one. So I'm going to be happy with what I have, and what I have is a pretty decent looking little Triceratops. Going to move on to the Iguanodon next, who is a little awkward looking, I'm not going to lie. He doesn't look bad by any extent. I think this is a decent looking Iguanodon, though his proportions are a little weird. Like, he looks very short, like he looks very squashed. He's also very, very chunky, but on the one hand, that's actually a good thing, because, you know, having a chunkier ornithopod is actually a good thing, because ornithopods were pretty chunky. And I like that he's a bit chunkier. The colors on him are also decent. The white and black. You do see black and white Iguanodon a whole lot, primarily thanks to Walking with Dinosaurs. And I mean, Walking with Dinosaurs Iguanodon design isn't awful looking, but I just kind of dislike how often I have seen that color scheme used for Iguanodon because of that. But he's not bad looking. I don't think he looks bad. I'm kind of curious as to why they picked Iguanodon as opposed to, like, I don't know, Parasaurolophus for the ornithopod included in the bag, but it's a nice choice. Iguanodon is one of my favorite dinosaurs, and I think it needs a bit more representation in things. The biggest figure of the set is the Diplodocus, which is very, very generic Diplodocus looking. Like, I've seen Diplodocus designs that look like this all over the place, again, thanks to Walking with Dinosaurs. Just the sauropod with this, like, iguana-like spike row going down the back. It's not bad looking by any extent, but, I don't know, it's not very original. Also, I think his face is kind of goofy looking. The eyes kind of scare me. This black with a completely white pupil. That kind of scares me. I don't know. Something I will say about this set, though, is that all these guys are a lot more sturdy than I was expecting. I was expecting seeing images of these guys for these guys to be like a rubberized plastic. No, these guys are pretty solid. And last, we have the Velociraptor, which is pretty, stand up, please. It's pretty standard for the like early 2000s depictions of Velociraptor. They went half-assedly to feather it. They did give it feathering on the arms, but the feathering doesn't reach where it should. And the body, it has no tail fan. It's got like a little mohawk on the head. The colors are actually pretty nice. I like this orange, gray, and black that they went with. It's got pronated hands. It's a very, very average-looking Velociraptor, like a very average 2000s Velociraptor. Not an awful-looking one, but not great either. Overall, this set is pretty average. Nothing special. The 4 in this set are alright. Nothing to get really excited about. If you can find this set for a decent price, then go ahead and get it if it looks interesting to you. But if you don't really like the figure, if my video hasn't sold you on these guys, or you just aren't interested, then you can skip these guys right fine.